This story is our story, which so often goes untold. The story of those left sitting by the curb, waiting for a ride that may never arrive. The story of how so many disabled in Ontario are left stranded, idling.
We live brighter lives on the darker side. Did you ever want to take a break? Say goodbye to all your mistakes that you made in your life. And did you ever want...
Alright, well, we just passed the Grand River. We were just pulling into Kitchener. It was a real short drive today, nice and sunny, but very busy. The road we chose was way busier than I imagined it was going to be, and we were on the shoulder for almost all of it, and my thighs are a little sore right now. But, welcome to Kitchener.
When I was born, I was diagnosed with a rare form of muscular dystrophy called congenital muscular dystrophy. Now, because I have an older sister, my parents had a bit of an idea about how to handle babies when I was born. And they knew that something was wrong. Something was different. When my parents would rip tinfoil, I wouldn't jump or react. And apparently, that's what babies do. When they hear loud noises, they jump and they react to those noises. I didn't do it, so they knew something was wrong. So they decided to bring me in. They took me to the doctor, and they started doing tests. And they thought at first I might be deaf. And now, I don't know exactly how you test deafness on a baby, but I can only imagine that they probably just put some headphones on the baby, and they put on that new Britney Spears CD, and if the baby screams, then it can hear. And it means that I will never be able to walk. And that's what my parents were told. They were told that your son will be in a wheelchair. And he won't be able to do things like everybody else. He won't be able to run and play with the kids. He won't be able to walk. Well, I don't think walking is such a big deal. Because I figure, why walk when you can drive? It's a lot more fun. And honestly, walking looks like a lot of work. I don't understand that you guys do it all the time. And quite frankly, it's a bit of a secret among people in wheelchairs, but you guys look kind of silly when you're walking around too. Yeah, you guys have to run with the deal. And like corners, I don't understand how you guys turn corners on legs. Like when I want to turn, I just take this joystick and I push it to the side and I turn. No problem. One wheel goes forward, the other wheel goes back, I turn. With you guys, there's all this leaning and like pointing your feet around, and that is way more than I want to think about when I'm turning a corner. And stairs? You know what's more fun than stairs? Ramps. You know what's more fun than a ramp? Going down a ramp fast. You want to know what's more fun than going down a ramp fast? Going down a ramp fast with ice at the bottom. And I got thinking about it, you know, when I was growing up, when I was being told, no, you're in a wheelchair, you can't play hockey. And people telling my sister, no, you're a girl, you can't play hockey. And people are telling us all the time that there are all these things that we're not able to do. And I think it's something like this. I think that as we walk around our day-to-day lives, we always are wearing these little name tags on our shirts. You know those hello, my name is stickers? I think we always have those on our shirts, even when we don't know it. And if you don't fill in your name tag, people start to fill it in for you. People start to write in that name tag what you are, who you are, what you should be, and what you should do. They start telling you things like, girls don't play hockey. They start telling you things like, boys don't wear pink. Well, I'm a boy, and I wear pink. Do I ever get jealous of people who walk? Not jealous, because it seems like a lot of work. I'm really lazy. You have no idea how lazy I am. So not really jealous. There's always times where I've thought, you know, it might be nice to walk, but when all said and done, I've always looked at it like this. If they ever offered me a cure so I think I would take it. Because to have a cure, to cure my disease, would be like killing a part of myself. It would be like ripping out something that has been so important to me throughout my life. And I've been able to do so many things because of the wheelchair that I wouldn't have been able to do if I walked. You know, and how many people here can say that they played internationally hockey? How many people here are able to say that they were able to meet the Toronto Maple Leafs? Which I mentioned that too. Now I know some of you are like, that is a terrible punishment. I'm so sorry that you had to meet them. But I will tell you this, it was back in '92, back when the Leafs were not terrible.
Budget always our meeting from Mayor's Air. Bright and early in the morning. We had a bit of problems parking, but we're here now. So let's go in. Something that they're finding here in Kitchener, just like I expected it, as they added more accessible buses, kneeling buses on the bus routes, the population that uses those over the Mobility Plus skyrocketed. People prefer those rides because they're reliable. And they're finding that as they put more accessible buses in, it's reducing the load on Mobility Plus, which increases that service ability to service people.
I know that our minds are on the weather, 'cause we've been stuck out.
We've been to Guelph. It's rained the entire way.
And we could not ask for any better. And no moss gathers on these stones.
Every night, I swear, and I don't say this often, in fact, probably one of the only people that will ever hear me say this, every night before I go to bed, I ask myself, why am I doing this? Why in the world am I doing this? I don't have to do this. I don't have to make this trip. I don't have to go out there and speak out for the rights of the disabled. I don't have to fight for equal opportunity. And in fact, there are a lot of people out there saying that I shouldn't. There's a lot of people out there saying that we shouldn't do it. And maybe they're not verbally telling you no, but there's a lot of pressure in our society to not make waves. There's a lot of pressure in our society to fly under the radar, stick with the program, do not stand out. A lot of pressure, constantly. And I feel that pressure every day of this trip. And I ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I fighting to get media coverage? Why am I going into mayor's offices and fighting all the time? And the reality is it's a choice. I had a choice several months ago when I started this, to either do it, to do something, to help out other people, to make things better for other people, or to keep living my life and not do anything. And I realized that when I put these choices side by side, I have nothing to lose if I say yes, and I have everything to lose if I say no.
These stones are harder than the things that they have been through. These stones are heavy as they seem. These stones are faded, cracked, and weathered with age.
Going down the hill was pretty incredible. The visuals were ridiculous. It was fast in the chair. It was a lot of fun, but it was also really dangerous.
We have spent all these years together. Now no one tells us.
Wow. I am wet. It's getting to be a bit of a custom, I think, to do these drives in the rain.
Rising light.